What's up, YouTube? This is Alexandria Galore, and I am back with another one. Today, y'all might want to tussle with me. Y'all might be a little hype after I talk about what I'm going to talk about today, because I just feel like if there can be guidelines and rules for business owners, there should be guidelines and rules for customers. Of course, each business has their own unique set of rules as to what their customers are allowed to do. But I think it should just be like a general customer etiquette as someone who's trying to purchase something. Like, for the most part, when you go into a store, you don't act the fool when you're trying to buy something because you know that you're there to buy something. So I just feel like that should be a general consensus. Like, don't just do it if you're in the store, but it's different if you're dealing with a small business, especially a black owned business. A lot of time people see someone having a business and feel like they can act however they want to act because they're giving their money, and I just don't think that's right. So I'm going to talk about 5 things that I think people can do to be a better customer. And if you're watching this and you do some of these things already, then I think that's great. But if you know you do the total opposite, you should reevaluate yourself as a customer because it is extremely stressful to be a business owner, and you don't want to add that additional stress to a business owner. You never know, your day may come to where you own a business, even if that's not what you want to do. So jumping right into it, I think the very first thing, which this is just like a human thing, but for some reason these days, people are not kind. So number one, be kind to business owners. All business owners, but especially small business owners and black business owners. A lot of the times, conflict comes about like when people are just being rude initially. If you are conducting business on social media and you have to slide in someone's inbox to ask them for a certain product, it is okay to say good morning. It is okay to say hello before you request. Now, everybody, like I said, everybody has unique rules. So some people may say, don't write me before a certain time, don't write me after a certain time. I know personally for my business, I'm a little bit more lenient as to when you write me, but you may not receive an immediate response because I may be sleeping or I may be busy. But I think the overall consensus that most business owners can agree with is that it like just say hello. I don't get upset with someone, like I don't let it show if they don't say hello. I always say hello back or good morning or whatever, even if they don't say it. But I do think it's rude. Like you're coming into someone to inbox to start a conversation, and you can't even say, "Hey, how you doing?" or "Good morning." Yes, you're still gonna give them your money whether you say it or not. I don't know. Maybe it's a southern thing. Maybe it's a how you raise thing. But I just think you should start a conversation. Hey, how you doing? You don't have to introduce yourself or anything of that nature, depending on what the business may be. But just say, hey, good morning. Okay, so number two is kind of similar to number one, being kind. But I don't know. Number two, I feel like being respectful. Because being kind and being respectful is two different things. Some people can be kind, but their kindness is kind of like selective, or how they speak and how they talk to people is not the most respectful way. Because I've had people that say good morning, hello, or whatever the case may be when it's about being kind, but then they be like, oh, you don't got this, or I don't want to do this. Like, and it's not about how you say it. Like, I'm not talking about vernacular. I'm saying like you're talking to me a certain way, but you want something from me, and that's like you're being disrespectful to me. Um, and disrespecting my business as well, depending on what the conversation may lead to. I've had some people be like, "Oh yeah, that look thin." Okay, well if that's your opinion, that's fine. You don't want to purchase something that look thin. You don't have to tell me that though. You can just be like, I'm not really sure I want to purchase that. It doesn't look like something I normally get, or I'm not used to something like that. Like I have a lot of customers that be like, I'm not used to 3 bundles. I think I want to get 4. I'm scared that it's not going to work out. That's cool, but you don't have to be like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be thin. I don't think it's gonna look right. That's rude because one, you're not trusting me as the business owner. I'm sure that it's some people out there that scam and give you the runaround and don't tell you the truth about what it is that they're doing that would put you in a bad position. But for the people that are being honest and running their business, if they're giving you the information that you requested, Your response shouldn't be immediate disrespect due to previous situations or whatever you come up with in your mind that made you feel that way. Just be respectful to people. It's a common courtesy. You don't have to say everything you think, whether it be in a face-to-face conversation or connecting online. Okay, number three, y'all. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, and I see it a lot when it comes to clothing more than anything. I don't sell clothes, but I see it a lot when it comes to clothes. And I can't say that I kind of fall in this category sometimes when I'm looking for stuff, but it's about how you do it. Um, don't tell people that you're like, don't rush business owners, or don't let them know that they're your last resort. You don't have to make a post and be like, well, my Fashion Nova dress ain't come, my Shein order ain't come, so who got something on hand? Why you just can't ask who has something on hand? Why you just can't tell them what you're looking for? Oh, I'm going out of town. I have an event. It's my birthday, whatever the case may be. Now, I understand being distraught because there's situations where it's like you go out of town the next morning and it was supposed to come that day, and now you're kind of in a panic and a rush. But it's okay to just be like, hey, I'm kind of in a rush. Can I see what anybody has? A lot of y'all be being super rude and be like, I really don't want none of y'all AliExpress, Alibaba clothing, but my stuff ain't come. So what y'all got? And I'm not paying over $20 and $30. Whoa! For the person that's in a rush, you sure got a lot of requests now. And I'm just saying, like, it's okay to want things and to have certain requirements for businesses, but it is all about how you do these things. It's all about the way that you go about doing these things. I don't go in Walmart and be like, I'm about to go out of town tomorrow. I need you to hurry up and ring this up. And of course, Walmart is a little different. It's self service. You go pick up what you want, you get ringed up. It's not the same as supporting someone's business. But in a way, you should kind of look at it that way. You don't go in rushing the cashier, or if self checkout is out, you're not looking around. Oh, y'all need to hurry up with these lines. I got somewhere to be. And if you do that, you need to check yourself there too, because these are people who are trying to help you. You're the person that needs the help. It's not the other way around. And of course, in businesses, it's a equal thing. I need your business, you need my business, but every dollar not good. All money not good money. So as a business owner, I have the right to tell you that I don't want your funds. I don't want your money. I can refund you. Now, Walmart's a little different when I still bring up that comparison, because they have workers and it'll be a whole pyramid before they refund you or whatever the case may be. But just be nice to people, be respectful, and you don't have to say, I'm in a rush, this, that, and the third. Unless it's something that's necessarily custom, or you have to have it by a certain date, that's a different type of rush. It's like, my birthday is next week and I need to know if this is going to come. Like, I need you to be honest with me. That's totally fine to let someone know you need a need by date. It's actually more professional to do so before you order something than after the fact, and now you're rushing them, telling them, oh, I need this, I need that, I thought it was gonna be here. Let them know before you order it, so y'all can kind of have that conversation and see where that goes. But y'all don't have to put out these posts and tell people in their DMs that pretty much you're my last resort. Can you give me something? Like, just let them know after the fact, oh my god, thank you so much, you came through in the clutch. You came through in a bad situation where I needed something and you were able to get it for me. Thank you. That's it. Okay, moving on. Number four. Number four kind of goes into what I was already talking about, which was trying to get people to do it the way that you want them to do things. But this is more so discounts. In black business specifically, I see a lot of time that people want discounts, or a way to avoid saying that they want a discount is them putting out a price that they're willing to pay for a service or a product that they seen, but it's nowhere near the market price for that. Oh, I want some mink lashes, but I only want to pay $50. Sound like you want some double strips to me, because I don't know no one charging that. And unfortunately, this is what causes people to be scammed so easily, because when they have a certain budget and that budget doesn't match the market price for what that service is or what that product is, scammers see that as a time to say, hey, I could do it. I could do it for you. And now you sent them a $30 deposit for your $50 service, and they blocked you because you didn't want to pay the 100, the 120, the 110 that the lashes normally go for. And it's okay to not be able to afford something, but then once you know that you can't afford it and you've seen a couple people comment on the post, or you went to a couple different Instagrams and everybody was saying 100, 100, 100, or whatever price that wasn't in your price range, just rearrange your plans. Okay, I can't do this. I'm gonna do this. Don't be going to people inboxes. This all I got. Who can do this for me? I understand that that is your budget, but it is also pretty much an insult whether they take you up on an offer or not. It's an insult to someone's craft, because if they're doing this great work and you have stumped the price to stop at a certain point and they know that they normally charge this point, they're undervaluing themselves. And it may not mean much to you, just hearing it or thinking it, and you just saying, well, this all I got, so oh well. But in the long run, when someone continuously accepts something for under the value that they're worth, they're gonna get burnt out. They're gonna get tired. You notice why a lot of hairstylists stop doing hair. You notice why a lot of makeup artists stop doing makeup. Some of them fall out of love with the craft because they are undervaluing themselves. They don't want to go up on prices because they feel like they're gonna lose customers or this, that, and the third. So overall, just stop with the discounts. If you need a discount for something, go and find it. And it's okay to look for specials online, but that's pretty much what Google is for. Like, I know that you may not be able to find that when it comes to maybe something like hair, buying hair, but you got Amazon, you got AliExpress. You only want to spend 150 for a 40-inch, hit up Amazon. They might have something for you, but don't go to the luxury hair extension factory and be like, make that 150 shake because I need it on hand. I need it today. That is rude. And 9 times out of 10, they can't provide that for you. Not nothing of quality. You may get something that you're asking for, but it may not be exactly what it is that you wanted. So just be mindful of that. And so number 5 is, I think, just overall having grace with companies. Like, a lot of people do not have grace with companies, and this isn't just, I thought it was just black businesses, but I've joined some other groups and I see this a lot. I see this in food service, hair, clothing. Social media has become a way to tear down businesses. Like, y'all get offended by something that occurred with the business, and instead of talking to the team, or even after you talk to the team, if it didn't go exactly the way that you wanted it to go, the first thing you want to do is get on Facebook and be like, yeah, I didn't like that, and I didn't like this, and they did this, and they did that, and then a bunch of people gonna comment, oh yeah, that's why I didn't go. Yeah, that's why I'm never going back. Yeah, same thing happened to me. I didn't say anything, but da da da. Like, it just becomes a group of people discussing something that could have easily been resolved had you just sat back and been like, you know what, I'm just not gonna go back. Or, you know what, that was an experience, I'm gonna try it again, and we're gonna see. If I don't like it this time, I'm not gonna go back. If I don't like it this time, I'm not gonna buy again. Reach out to owners, let people make things right. I say that because when things like this happen in corporate businesses, and you go back to Target and you say, I didn't like this outfit, it had a hole in it, they may give you your money back. They may tell you that we can't give you your money back. However, that's a corporate business. So whether you have a fit, fall on the floor, pass out, mad, cry, whatever, they have employees that are just going to look at you because those are the people that just work there. But when it's a small business and you want to blast them, it hurts them. It may not hurt Target depending on what the situation is. You get on social media, you get on Twitter and be like, Target didn't take back my dress, but they sold it to me with a hole. Target gonna get about 3,000 more sales while you tweeting that. The small business, they're gonna lose 3 potential sales while you're saying that. And you didn't even reach out to them personally. You didn't DM the owner, you didn't DM the business page, you didn't call the number on the business card, you didn't ask them to come to your table. Whatever the circumstance may be, you didn't try to rectify that. You just decided, I'm going to go ahead and blast them. I think that is rude and very unfortunate. And of course, in some cases, things can't be worked out. There are people who are not willing to change their policy even when they're in the wrong. And of course, it puts them in a bad predicament because the customer is unsatisfied and they're not coming to equal terms. They're not meeting in the middle. They're not letting one person win. It's just completely um, a bad situation for everyone. But you won't know until you try. You get something bad, at least go to someone, say, "Hey, this is bad. This is what happened," and be honest. That's why a lot of these situations don't work out well because people are not honest. You know, you knew you couldn't afford that outfit before you bought it, and you just wanted to wear it for your birthday weekend. Now you want to take it back. Now you get on Facebook. Oh, she don't want to take it back. Oh, the seams popping off. The zipper came out. Girl, you know you was turning up in that dress. That's why it's happening. So now you being dishonest and you want your money back and you trying to make the person look bad because they're sticking to their policy of saying no. Allow people to stick to their policy when you know you're in the wrong. Be honest. And if all else fails, then you can come with your review and say, "Hey, this is how that went. I didn't like that. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel like I was a priority as a customer," and whatever the case may be. And then people are free to develop whatever type of idea they have about their business once all the channels have been pushed. But a lot of y'all don't do that. A lot of y'all be like hopping straight on the internet. I saw a situation where someone had a bad product. I won't say what it was, but it was a bad product. Instead of reaching out to the business owner first, they just hopped straight to the internet, and then they had a bunch of people egging it on, agreeing with it. And the owner was like, "Hey, you never came to me. You never told me this was the issue. You didn't let me try to rectify that for you. Had you wrote me, had you DM me," and she knew who the owner was, but had you wrote me, had you DM me, I would have fixed that for you. And it seemed like she didn't really want a refund or a replacement of the product. She just wanted to tell the world what happened, and that's very rude. Imagine you worked so hard to put your all into something, and one person can mess that all up in a day. And of course, it doesn't take away all the history of a business just by them getting exposed or someone telling their experience, but it definitely puts them two steps backwards in some instances because those new people and those old people come together and someone says, "Oh yeah, that happened to me too. I didn't say nothing." Then the other one's like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna shop with them, but now I'm not." So let's stop all that. Be a better customer, and be better for yourself because you never know when the shoe's going to be on the other foot. And when you start to run a business, you will see how crazy it is for us. Like, y'all be driving people crazy sometimes. And I try not to, air out my customers or tell what it is that I've been through. But a lot of y'all, have to take a deep breath because it's like dealing with children sometimes. Just a special rule, note, whatever you want to say, added in number 6, read. That's all I got to say. Read. People have websites and rules and all of this stuff on their page for you to read, for you to know this stuff before you even contact them personally. And a lot of y'all will skip all over there and be like, "What you got on hand? When can I come? How much is this? What time you open?" It's all right there in your face. All you have to do is read it. And y'all don't want to read it. Please, make it easier for us, and we will make it easier for you. That was my TED Talk. Thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you like this video, let me know. And I mean, if you feel like there's something better that business owners can do, not me personally, because I'm not accepting constructive criticism at the time. But if you feel like overall business owners can do something, then drop it below and we can start that conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. I really want this to be a mutual thing where customers are better and business owners are better.